can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or dream. Deep down inside, I feel the scream. Yeah, you with me, Eduardo? Yeah. Well, it's Sunday there, and this is May 14th. May 14th? May 15th? I don't even know. Anyway, this is for the May 21st fight between the Nathan Cleverly and Juergen Braehmer. This is for the May 15th, actually. This is for the WBO light heavyweight title. And as a prediction video, I'm going to break down both fighters, and then I will go into the prediction, who I think is going to win. Start out with Nathan Cleverly. He's 21-0 with 10 knockouts in his fights there. He's not big on power. He has cumulative power, but if you look, 7 of his last 8 fights have ended in knockouts, so he's growing into his frame, and he's actually doing that. Has a bit of a pawing jab, but he can turn it over into power, as he's doing it, kind of confusing you, throwing it with the highs and lows. He is a full-time fighter now. He finally got his master's degree, so he can devote his entire time to fighting. So we should see a little bit of a change in his style. He's fast, he's aggressive, he throws the combos, a lot of 1-2-1s in there. He gets in, he gets out, he doesn't stay in too long, and he uses his reach very well. He's very good with counters, he has a nice left hook, but he's open as he can get wide because he starts winging him as he starts throwing the left hand, and the right hand starts coming out further from his body. So he does throw some nice lead right hands, has good footwork, or good head movement, and his footwork is okay. So in there, he's quick to get off the ropes, doesn't stay on long, second his back touches him, he's spinning off, has a decent chin because he can get hit flush, because he can get countered. Moves his hands up and down, which is a problem. However, those hands have moved up a little bit higher than what they were, and he's not a big inside fighter. But if you've watched his last couple fights, you'll see he is getting better. And he is big for the light heavyweight division. Going over to Juergen Braehmer, the WBO champ, 36-2, 29 knockouts, 76% knockout ratio. He doesn't have necessarily that one-punch knockout power, but every punch he throws is with power. He's a southpaw. And coming into this fight, just throwing it out there, he has been off for over a year. So you have to wonder about his, was he injured? Could he just not get those fights? Something happened in there. This is the first time he's ever had a really long layoff in his career. And at 32, that's not really something you want to see a fighter do. Could pose problems for Cleverly if he can use his jab effectively. While he does throw the jab, he doesn't jab enough, but there is a lot of power behind that jab, and he does tend to throw the right hooks off of it. And as I said, every punch he throws with some power behind him. They're very thudding punches when you hear them hit the body. Most of his opponents are not top quality fighters. They tend to have inflated records when he does fight them. He lost to like the last legitimate B fighter he fought, and he was outboxed in that fight. As I said, he is a banger with a 76% knockout ratio. Extensive amateur career, but that does not go over into the pros necessarily. I mean, he's got wins over Carl Froch, Ricky Hatton, and Sturm, I believe. But that was the amateurs, not the pros. He loads up with the power shots, does throw some nice uppercuts in there. He's not fast. He relies on his timing and his counterpunching to actually land those a lot of shots in there, because he doesn't necessarily apply the type of pressure that a banger really needs to apply. He has sneaky lead lefts, and he does pound the body. So these are all positive things that you like to see. He can get a bit dirty. He tends to hit on the brakes, so the ref really has to get in there, and if you are getting in there with him, you better have your hands up as you're coming out of him. His D is okay. He is himself open for uppercuts, and he doesn't push the pace. I believe he will struggle with legit top boxers. Stamina has to be a question. Again, the last top fighter that he fought, he was wearing out in the later rounds. He does have a good chin because he's open when he's throwing the punches, and his willingness to bang and engage in wars. He is skilled, does use nice head movement when he has to. So his skills are deceiving in there. He has a lot of boxing skills, it's just that he doesn't necessarily use the offensive types enough for him. And he has to land a lot of punches to break you down, which is why he didn't, his last fight that he fought a boxer, he didn't win, is simply because of the fact he has to hit you, of course you have to hit somebody to put him down anyway, but still, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta hit him more than once. He doesn't have that one, you go to sleep kind of power. So looking into this, going into the prediction with this, I think Cleverly will be able to keep his distance, keep Braehmer at bay, using the jab, using his movement, using his boxing skills to win a unanimous decision. Braehmer's one shot will be is if he can land those lead lefts, if he can utilize the jab, use his skills, but he's going to have to apply the pressure. He's going to have to close that distance. He's not a massive inside fighter either, so this is kind of one of those where you start to see, if there's any edges in this, it's going to be Cleverly in the fact that he can keep his distance, and he is a boxer. So I will go with Nathan Cleverly for the unanimous decision, and we'll see how that turns out. Again, this is one of my prospect perspectives that I did a video on him over a year ago on, and it's nice to see him coming up there. So please, comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think. You even friend me if you want. That's cool. Alright, so I'll talk to you all later. And this is Bigragu. I'm out.